Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Yo-Yo here. Welcome back to another video on the channel here. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be bringing you a whole scheme on Big Dime 146. It's going to include run defense, pass defense, basically everything you need to win more games in Madden 20. Now, quickly before we get into this video, guys, want to check out my two most recent videos. It's going to be in the card on the top right of your screen right now. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, they're both going to be in the links in the description below. I'd really appreciate it. And also, guys, yeah, today this is going to be the Big Dime 146 scheme. Now, Big Dime 146, you know it. It's one of the most popular formations in Madden 20. Really, really good defense. And I'm going to be showing you guys a whole scheme that you can use, that you can run to win more games and just basically get also like glitchy pressure, but also lock up the run and that kind of stuff. So here you go, guys.
Swear to God, I'm taking over 19. Hey, back, hit a quarter million. When it's here, pretty chilly. I've been trying to find me really wow. Silly, yo, I be gone like Cheerio. Really though, swear we finna get the gold. You the goat, but the most been getting up.
So today, we're going to be going over cover 2 man, we're going to be going over the plays cover 2 man, cover 3 sky, cover 2 sink, the DB sting 2 buzz, I believe, and then the cover 4 drop. So the DB sting 2 buzz here is going to be a play that you come out in if your opponent's passing the ball. If your opponent's running the ball, it's going to be this cover 2 man. So we're going to start with that. So we're going to be running with the Titans here. We're going to be going out of the single back deuce close in the I form close. So we're going to come out of single back deuce close to start off this video, and we're going to run this zone split weak. So how you're going to set up this play, as you can see already, this is not looking good. You have one linebacker blitzing, one guy manned up on the running back, but as you can see, there is so much space in these gaps right here that I'm trying to highlight with my linebacker, with my safety. There is so much space right there. Your opponent's just going to run all over you. However, the way you can stop this here, what you can do is the first adjustment you're going to make is to press, which is triangle and down the left stick. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to pinch your linebackers, which is right on the D-pad, and down the left stick. Then you're going to spy one of the linebackers. You can either do the left or right middle linebacker. In my opinion, I'm going to do the right guy, considering that is TJ Watt, who is an XFactor. If you do have an XFactor superstar ability player and the outside linebacker, they're going to move into the middle, so you're going to want to spy them, which is going to be double tapping the right D-pad. We're going to click O in this situation, and then we're going to flick the right stick to the left. It's going to put them on a quarterback spy. Then what you're going to do with that second middle linebacker is you're going to man them up on the running back, which is double tapping the right D-pad, square in this case, and then we're going to flick the right stick up, and then we're going to man them up on the running back, which is going to be R1. Now also, if your opponent is going to be passing the ball, you can just shade over the top, and what that's going to do is that will stop your corners from getting burned and all that. But if you want a little more protection, if you have time, just move these cornerbacks back right here. So we move Steven Nelson, we move Joe Hayden back. That way they don't get burned as badly. So this is what the play's looking like here. We're going to be running inside zone to start off here, or it's like an inside zone split. Now, what you can also do is you could take this linebacker, TJ Watt. We're going to, actually, you can't even move him back. Okay, that's beautiful. You can, like, move this linebacker a little bit down on the line as well. That way, if he runs a stretch, you can stop it. But here we go. We're just going to run this play. As you can see, I did get stuck right there. But the opponent only got 4 yards on that play. If I had a better user, he probably would have gotten 1 or 2. So once again, you're going to press, which is triangle, down the left stick. You're going to pinch your linebackers, which is right on the D-pad, down the left stick. Then you're going to blitz all. You're going to put one linebacker in a spy, primarily your XFactor or superstar ability player, which is double tapping the right D-pad, O in this case, and then flick the right stick to the left. Man up the second middle linebacker on the running back, which is double tapping the right D-pad, square, and then flick the right stick up, and then R1. And that is pretty much the adjustments. And then if you want like coverage adjustments, if you don't want to get burned, if your opponent like runs a no hot route pass play, what you can do is shade over the top, which is triangle, and then up on the right stick. Then you can just take these corners, the outside corners, and move them back. That way you don't get burned as bad if he runs like streaks or whatnot. So here you go. We're going to run this inside zone. And as you can see, we were able to get in there. That was such bad usering by me. I was not able. I had shot that gap, though. I was going to stop him for like no yard gain. So that kind of sucks here. We're going to run next halfback stretch, and I'm going to show you it works against both stretch and inside runs. So press, pinch linebackers, spy one, man up the other, shade over top, bring this corner back, and also bring this corner back. So here you go. Now, primarily, if you're using a safety, you want to use a superstar or XFactor ability safety. Like I have Minka Fitzpatrick right here. If your team doesn't have one, that's okay. But personally, a superstar or XFactor ability safety is, you know, is what's it called? It is recommended. So we're gonna run the stretch. It is gonna be to the right side, and we're able to get out there. And he got like 3 yards, maybe 4 on that play because he just carried 3 guys. But this locks down the run pretty well, I'd say. And if you just ran this defense like this, like I'm going to show you, if you just ran this defense like this, as you can see, didn't really get much on that play. And yeah, so that's pretty much like how you're going to do it against single back deuce close. Now we're going to run against I-form close. I'm going to show you can bag that as well. I-form close. It's going to be the power O. We're going to run big down 1-4-6 and cover 2 man. So we're going to press, pinch linebackers, spy the XFactor, man up 1, shade over the top, bring him up, and also we're going to bring him up as well. So here you go. We're going to be running a simple power O play. And as you can see, runs power O, and we're able to get there. He, like, should have lost yards on that play, and he finally did, thank goodness. But there you go. Now we're also going to run stretch, which is L1. And we're going to pinch linebackers, boom, boom, and then shade over the top, bring him up, and bring him up. Okay, so as you can see, I tell it's a stretch to the right. We're going to run this, and boom, just an easy tackle right there. Got no yards on that. Now also what you can do is you can click off, which all you got to do is just press all once, and then you click off, and you just let the player make the tackle for you, like the what's called the safety. And if you have like enforcer or if you have either enforcer or secure tackler, it's going to make a huge difference. So that's the run defense out of big down 1-4-6. I'd say it locks up pretty well. So now, guys, we're going to be moving into the pass defense. So what we're going to be testing out is going to be gun bunch tight end, gun bunch, and then gun tray Y flex. We're going to test all these formations out. I'm going to show you what works against all of them. So here we go. If your opponent comes out in one of these formations or like a shotgun formation, you're going to, like, let's say I want to run X spot, for example. So what we're going to do, we're going to be coming out, big down 1-4-6. We're going to come out in this DB Sting 2 buzz. Now, there are a couple setups. There's one setup I like to use, or this is the main setup I like to use for DB Sting 2 buzz. What we're going to do on this play, we're first going to blitz all linebackers, which is right on the D-pad, down the right stick. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to contain, which is L1 and R1. Then you're going to bring these corners in, these outside corners, Hilton and Sutton. They're going to, I think, your slot corners. You want to put them on the contains like this. Then what you're going to do, you're going to shade over the top, which is triangle up on the right stick. And then finally, you're going to want to take your safety down in the box. You're going to want to put them in a blitz, which is going to be X and then down on the right stick. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bump one of these offensive linemen, whether it be the guard or the tackle. And what that's going to do is it's going to free up one of these edge rushers on both sides, the corners. It's going to free him up, and then you're going to get an easy sack because your opponent's only going to have like 1 second to throw the ball, or like 2 seconds to make a quick read, that kind of thing. So we're just going to run this here. I'm just making sure my recording's all good because I recorded this video last time and my recording ended up getting messed up at around 13 minutes in. So we're making good time. So we're just going to streak here. We're going to smart route. We're going to slant, and then we're going to block the running back and the tight end. The play looks like this. We're going to max protect, essentially. So we're going to run this. And as you can see, we get the bump, and boom. As you can see, the quarterback doesn't have a lot of time to throw this ball, and that's 3 sacks. There you go. So we finally get sacked at the 11-yard line. But as you can see, it was really quick pressure on that. That's because I did what I like to call a bump and run, is I believe what it's called. So here you go. Just got to make sure. Boom. Okay, we're all set. So there you go. That's what I like to call the bump and run. Now, that's if you want to bring pressure. I don't recommend running this every play because eventually your opponent's going to pick up on what you're doing, and they're going to adjust. They're going to, like, put out a flat route or something like that. So another way you can run this here is to audible. So that's going to be square on the square or X on your controller. You're going to audible into either cover 3 sky, cover 2 sink, or cover 4 drops. So first we're going to go over cover 3 sky. Now, cover 3 sky and cover 2 sink, they are formations where for cover 3 sky, you have the right corner blitzing, and in cover 2 sink, you have the left corner blitzing. So in this case here, since we're running gun bunch tight end to the what's called the 3 receivers are to the left side, I'm going to run this cover 2 sink. Main reason why, if you run the cover 3 to the right side, all your opponent has to do is block the tight end and the running back, and boom, you have nothing left pretty much. However, If you run it to the left side, the running back is on the right side, the tight end's on the right side. So as a result, they're going to have no chance to pick up the cornerback blitzing. So what you're going to do in cover 2 sync is you're going to contain, which is L1 and R1. Then you're going to shade over the top, which is triangle, and up on the right stick. What that's going to do is it's going to take soft squats, and they're going to make them cloud flats. Then you're going to take this corner, you're going to slide him in, that way he's on the contain like this. And then what you're going to want to do is user one of the linebackers. So in this case here, I'm just going to user Devin Bush because he's a really fast linebacker. He's really, really good in this game. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to do a streak right here with our player right here. My apologies. So we're just going to set this up, you know, like I would have it. Boom. It's basically like a max protect set. There's 3 routes in the field. So we're going to run this. And then as you can see, no help. The running back literally does not come in, and as a result, a sack is found, basically. The Mike Hilton gets in free. Running back doesn't have enough time to get over there. It's an easy sack right there. If you have like Dante Jackson or a really fast corner like Jonathan Jones or J.C. Jackson for the Patriots, it's just going to absolutely destroy it. Joejuan Williams is another one as well. The Patriots have really good corners. It's actually really shocking. Their defense is really good, but their offense, that got Tom Brady, and he's slow as molasses. Anyway, though, we're getting off topic. So, you saw how he rushed in there. He came in like a freaking missile and just sacked the quarterback. That's if the 3 wide receivers are running to the left. Now, let's say we want to flip this play. So, we're going to flip it here. We're going to run the receivers to the right here. So, as you can see, we're just going to run the receivers to the right. We're going to set it up like we would normally have it. And here you go. So this is the play. So now in this case, what you're going to want to do, you came out in this DB Sting 2 buzz. So we're just going to reset this defense here. And yeah, I kind of messed up because I was using the linebacker. Well, what you're going to do in this case here is you're going to run this cover 3 sky. Main reason why, you got to flip it. If your opponent's running the trips to the right, you're going to want to run cover 3 sky because the corner is blitzing from that right side. So what we're going to do, same thing here. We're going to be using this linebacker. We're going to contain. We're going to bring this corner in, and then if you're running cover 3 sky, you don't have to shade over the top. There's already curl flats there, but if you want to, I guess, protect against the deep ball, you can do that, which is going to be triangle and then up on the right stick. I guess you can do that. So here you go. We're just going to run this play, and as you can see, this is the player on offense, and we're just going to snap this ball. And as you can see, now we did get picked up that time, but he usually will not get picked up. Now, a way that you can actually glitch this defense, so let's just say, you know, he's running trips to the left. We're going to run this cover 2 sync, contain, shade at the top, and then we're going to bring Hilton in. So what you could do in this case here is you could man up one of the right side linebackers on the running back. How you're going to do that here, like, let's say I want to man up TJ Watt on the running back. So I'm just going to double tap the right D-pad. I'm going to click all, which is his icon, flick the right stick up, and I'm going to man him up on the running back, which is R1. What that's going to do is the running back is going to sort of glitch. What's going to happen here, this running back, instead of going to block the blitzer coming from that left side or right side, whatever it be, he's going to be focused on TJ Watt, who's manning him up. He's going to basically, like, get, like, cold feet. He's going to, like, stand still. And what that's going to allow is the edge rusher to get in there. No but if fans or buts about it. He's going to get in there either way. And it's a really, really good. It's not good. It's kind of like a glitch, I guess I would say. It's a glitch. But you know what, man? We use glitches here. It's whatever. So here you go. I'm going to run this. Oh, whoops. I accidentally pressed X on the wrong controller. And as you can see, comes in there. And that's a sack. So we're just going to, can I just get in here, please? Thank you. I'm just going to sack him myself. Screw it, man. I'm going to sack him myself. Can we actually? Okay, we can't use this with touchdown. Yeah, there we go. But, you know, as you can see, the running back, I'm going to show you the replay. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. I'm sorry for the bad crop. I did not crop this. But as you can see, the running back, he's primarily focused on that tight end. You know, right about here, he starts to break. And that's like, actually, right about here, he starts to break. But it's way too late. The corner's already pretty much here. He beat the block shed. He's going in against the quarterback. And, you know, right here, he was, you know, too focused on that, on the outside linebacker who was manned up on him. So I'm going to show you this also works if we're running the cover 3 sky. So we're going to flip here. We're going to go with this cover 3 sky. We're going to contain. We're going to shade up the top. And then we're going to bring this corner in. And then we're just going to use our Devin Bush here. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to man up. Bud Dupree in this situation. He's on the running back side, so we're going to man him up on the running back. And then there you go. Basically, the side, like in cover 3 sky, the corner is blitzing from the right side. So that left outside linebacker on that left side, you want to man him up on the running back. You want to go to the opposite side outside linebacker, and you want to man him up. So there you go. We're just going to run this play again. So here you go. It's just a very, very simple play. And then boom. And as you can see, okay, he actually got picked up there. I probably didn't go too far out enough, I guess I would say. Okay, he just fell on his own lineman. I mean, come on. Like, that's kind of funny. But anyway, so we're just going to flip the play. I got to get this here. So we're just going to contain, shade over the top. Boom. Set up the offense. And then walk the running back, walk the tight ends. So here you go. And then, let's see. Did I get him on the contain? I did. So... well, actually, no, never mind. I flipped the play. I actually came out in DB Sting 2 Buzz. We're going to come on this cover 3 sky. So, boom, shade over the top. And then what we're going to do, man up the running back on the linebacker. And then we're going to run this play. And as you can see, gets through, and the running back doesn't pick it up until too late. And then we're able to get a really easy coverage sack, and it's like in 2 seconds. Like, your opponent cannot make a read that quickly. So that's why this formation is really good, because you have like opposite sides and, you know, different coverages and whatnot. Now, if you want to run a cover 4 drop, I only would run this if you're in like a third down in like 15 or third down in 20 situation. What you could do is you could set it up like you're blitzing both corners. You could set it up like the DB Sting 2 Fire or DB Sting 2 Buzz, whatever it is. I'm just going to audible into this, as you can see. Sets up like this. So what we're going to do, we're going to contain, and then we're going to bring these corners in. Like, okay, he's going to think, oh, okay, so he's got to be bringing multiple people here. Like, this has got to be insane. You know, an insane blitz. Right when they hike the ball, though, these guys are going to drop back in coverage, and then it's going to really throw your opponent off. Now, I'm actually going to show you here what you can do to actually mix in, not mix in coverages, but you can actually... basically, if you don't want to run the cornerback blitz. So let's just say I don't want to run, you know, the simple blitz from the right side. What you could do in this situation, you could run a cover 3 cloud type scenario, or you can man up that slot corner on one of the receivers, and it basically takes him away. So in this case here, we're going to man him up on O. So what I'm going to do, just going to shade up at the top. We're going to contain. We're going to man up this corner on the receiver. That way, this receiver is covered. And then really all we have to worry about is just the middle of the field and whatnot. Just use the middle read right here, because it's pretty much a useless zone. So you could just run it like this, or another way you could run it here. We're just going to run this good old cover 2 sink. You can contain, and then you could set it up like a cover 3 cloud, which is cover 3 on the left, cover 2 on the right. So what you're going to do, you're going to put the outside corner in an outside third, which is double tapping triangle, square in this case, and then up on the left stick. And what that's going to do is that's going to put him in an outside third. Now, also, guys, by the way, I want to clarify, I'm not running auto flip, and you shouldn't either. Anyway, so the next thing you're going to do, you're going to put that left side safety, considering that the blitz will be coming from the left. You're going to put him in a middle third, which is going to be double tapping triangle, L1, and then left on the right stick. Left stick, excuse me. What that's going to do is, or excuse me, never mind. That is the wrong play. You're going to put him in you're going to put him in an inside third, which will be left on the left stick. What that's going to do is that's going to help him cover the middle. And then the final thing you're going to do is you're going to put that slot corner that was originally blitzing, you're actually going to drop him into a curl flat, which is going to be double tapping triangle, triangle again, and then right on the left six. So as you can see, and then also we're going to shade over the top. So you have the cover 3 on the left, and then you have the cover 2 on the right. And then that is the setups for the cover 2 sink. And then if you're going to be running cover 3 sky, we're just going to run it with the trips flipped. So we're going to run it like that. And yeah, my video actually is not being crappy right now. I'm very, very happy. I'm very blessed. Anyway, so you take a look here. This is a setup you can do. You know, the first setup you can do with cover 3 sky, really, really easy. You could just man up that blitzing corner on a receiver, which is going to be double tap and triangle. X is going to be the blitzing corner in this case. You're going to flick the right stick up. We're going to man him up on square here. But you can also man him up on triangle, or you can cross man him technically to O. You can also do that. And then, you know, that's pretty much like the only setups. I mean, also you can kind of make it into a cloud where you put that left side corner that would originally be blitzing. If it's a cover 2 sink, you could actually put him in a cloud flat, or a, what's it called, a hard flat, which is going to be double tapping triangle, and then clicking triangle again. In this case, we're going to put him in a hard flat. Then what we're going to do is shade over the top. And then as you can see, you got a cloud right there, and then you got a curl flat up here along with a guy manned right here. So you can do that. And then a final way you can set it up here, all you can do here, we're just going to set it up. We're going to run this cover 3 sky. Then what you can do, you just contain. You can man this guy up, or you can blitz him. It's either way. Then you can shade underneath and over the top, which is triangle, down on the right stick, triangle up on the left sticks. Right stick, excuse me. So what that's going to do is that's going to turn them into clad flats. And yeah, so pretty much, guys, that is going to be the Big Dime 146 kind of ebook, I guess you could say. Now, also, another setup you could do actually for this cover 4 drop is you could shade underneath and then over the top to make it cloud flats while, you know, still have, well, not really having cover 2, but you know what I mean. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash a like, smash 5 likes. If you have any questions in the comments, please let me know. I would love to answer all your questions. Anyway, though, guys, take care. Most importantly, stay classy.